All right, good morning, everyone. This is Shay McCoy and Mikey Barr here at Neat Management Group. We'd like to welcome you to our Neat Leads webinar. We are joined by our lead specialists, Brian McCann and Greg Sadek. They're going to walk us through this lead program today, and Mike and I can field any questions we receive. Without further ado, I'd like to turn it over to Greg.
Cool. Hello, everyone. Brian, do you want to get started with the lead program? This is the set cost lead program that we have partnered with Neat Management to offer to all of their agents.
Yeah, sounds good. Again, hi everybody. This is Brian McCann and Greg Sadak. Again, Shay, thank you for inviting us on this call. Again, also Matthew, we appreciate it. What we'd like to do is just explain the lead PowerPoint and more importantly, the lead platform and options that everyone has. Neat Management, again, in your insurance group are Integrity partners. Neat Management basically has their own set cost lead program, through the partners of Integrity Marketing Group. That's a major advantage we feel for all the partners at Integrity, especially YIG and Neat Management, due to the fact that you're able to control your leads, you're able to control the amount of leads you want, and again, probably the most important thing, you're able to control the cost because each lead is at a set cost per lead, not per mail. That's very important. Most agents generate leads through mailers. They're mailing 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 pieces, whatever it would be, and then they're at the mercy of the return. More importantly, what they're doing is they're working with outside vendors. And what we mean by that is whether you're working with any other vendor than us through the Integrity Marketing Group, basically you're working and supporting vendors that are generating leads via competition. Only Integrity partners are ordering leads through this YIG platform that you own. What I mean by that is being part of the Neat Management Group, you now are owner of this lead platform. And candidly, it's great benefits due to the fact that you can control the leads and more importantly, protect and control your areas. With that said, Greg, if you could go to the second page. We're going to start with direct mail final expense leads. We mail to ages 50 to 85, incomes 10,000 to 50,000. Just to confirm, which we will show you later, we do not mail to zip codes. We do not mail to cities. We mail to states and counties. Okay, ages 50 to 85, incomes 10,000 to 50,000. One of the advantages of working this platform and the set cost leads is that you have something called the lead credit criteria. If you're generating leads anywhere else, any other mailing and any other leads that come in, if they're blank, if there's vulgarity on it, that's still considered a return. You're paying for that. With us, you're basically only getting a lead that's somewhat, again, a qualified lead. If you receive a lead with both people over the age of 85, it's a lead credit. If you receive a duplicate lead, same person, same people, within a 60-day period, that's a lead credit. If it's completely blank, says removed from list, that's a lead credit. We will make this very clear. If a lead has no phone number on it, that is not a lead credit. Okay, it has to have the criteria of, like I explained, of the four above. So if you do receive a lead without a phone number, that is still considered a lead. Right, if you could go to page 3. We use, I believe here it's 4 different types of leads. What we do is we give the vendor full autonomy to mail whatever leads they feel are necessary to generate the best possible return, whether it's 1, whether it's 2, 3, or 4, or the combination of all. But the last thing we want to do is flood any specific area with one specific lead. So we use all 4 leads, and the benefit of all the 4 leads that we do use, it does mention life insurance on them. If you take a look at this lead, it says, if you could go back, Greg, real quick to page 3, we're proud to announce a senior final expense life insurance program. If you go to page 4, next, if you see here, you may apply for a new segregated life insurance program. 5. Your family's responsible, thousands of seniors nationwide are applying for a new state-regulated life insurance program. 6. Same thing, life insurance program. So again, the reason for leads, and again, I'm just trying to get on the full page with full disclosure. Leads are not going to guarantee sales. okay? And that's something that's so important. Leads are designed to have an agent be able to make a presentation. And the key thing here is there's no bait and switch. There's no Walmart card. What we're looking at is we're explaining that it's a new state-regulated life insurance program. So the benefit of this is that when people have taken the time to fill out this form, and I think people would agree, when you think about it, and I'll repeat, it doesn't mean every lead you receive is going to turn into a sale. But I just want everybody to think about the value of this lead. And here's what I mean. When this is sent to the prospect's home, they're taking the time to open up the envelope, unfold it, read it, get a pen, fill it out, put their personal information, fold it back up, put it in an envelope, lick it closed, and mail it. I'll repeat, it doesn't mean every person's interested in purchasing, but the one thing we believe in is they want to learn about the products to which they're sending this lead back. So candidly, with these direct mail leads, they're soliciting you for the information. So Greg, if you could go on to number 7. We have direct mail med supplement leads. We mail from ages 64 and a half to age 80. Income's 25,000 plus. Same things with lead credit criteria. Both clients are over the age of 80, it's a lead credit. If you received a duplicate within a 60-day period, it's a lead credit. If it's completely blank, says removed from list, it's a lead credit. And you'll see here that some of these leads may come back with phone numbers, may come out without phone numbers. If a lead comes back without a phone number, it is not a lead credit. It's considered a lead. Right, page 8. That's the lead we use. That's the lead that we've been getting great feedback on, great testimonials from our integrity partners, and again, leading into significant amount of business being written. Right, number 9. We also mail for turning 65 leads. We mail to seniors within 6 months of their 65th birthday. No income restrictions. We mailed, a lead credit would be if they receive the same lead or same person within a 60-day period. That'd be a lead credit, completely blank. Says removed from list. Again, if some leads have phone numbers, some leads do not. If a T65 lead comes back without a phone number, it's still considered a lead. There'd be no lead credit if it does not have a phone number. Page 10 is the leads that we do use. We strongly recommend when we get to the end of the presentation, we'll be able to show you the leads that we could generate on a weekly basis and on a one-time. We'll be able to go over that, but this is the lead that we do use. Okay, direct mail mortgage protection. I'm going to be full disclosure with you right now when we get to the price. Eventually, this lead's going to go higher. This is the cheapest, highest quality mortgage protection lead in the industry. We mail to people ages 18 to 85 with origination dates from 2 to 10 years. Also, new loans and refis. The lead itself includes the lender's name and loan amount. Lead credit, if it's completely blank, says do not mail. Again, some leads will have phone numbers, some leads will not. If a mortgage protection lead does not have a phone number, it's still considered a lead. So we will let you know that there's 2 leads that we do use, and both leads will be used to fulfill lead orders. Again, the leads on page 13 and 14 you'll be able to review, but as you can see, it indicates the mortgage life insurance benefit, critical illness, death, return to premium, really designed for most of the mortgage protection products that are available out there, to which most agents are selling. Okay, purchase options, and here's one thing, Greg, that we needed to add is the Med Advantage leads.
Yeah, I can pull that up. Give me one moment.
And we will revise this, Shay, to your PowerPoint.
Sounds good.
Okay, Med Advantage lead. Again, this is the hot thing right now during enrollment, but we do have some partners that are not only doing during enrollment, they're also selling Med Advantage throughout the year. Direct mail Med Advantage leads, we mail from ages 65 to age 80, income 0 to 100,000. Here's what's so key, okay? These leads are guaranteed to have phone numbers, okay? Meaning you're only paying for the lead that has a phone number. With that said, any other lead that comes in will be distributed to you free of charge. So if you're let's say hypothetically mailing for 50 leads and 50 leads have phone numbers and 29 do not, you're still going to receive the 29 that do not free of charge. And all the leads that have the phone numbers, those are the ones that you'd be paying for. Take a look at the lead. Again, and just so you know that we've gone through with Integrity Partners that basically are the pioneers in this industry, and these are the leads that they feel would generate the most business. So with that, we have the highest quality, we feel, lead at a very, very low set cost price, again, with guaranteed phone numbers. Go to the next page, Greg. Okay, when we look at purchase options, direct mail final expense lead, national set cost. That's whether you're in Florida, whether you're in Pennsylvania, whether you're in Arizona, California, Texas. Set cost lead nationally, $29.95. We want everybody to know that all leads are exclusive and they're not resold, which is very key. Again, I'm not ever saying that other vendors or other lead generation companies are doing that, but the most important thing is that you do know that these leads are exclusive and not resold. When you look at direct mail med sup leads, they're $23 per lead. Direct mail turning 65, $25 per lead, and direct mail mortgage protection, $79. And I'll repeat, that $79 price tag probably won't be there for long. We maybe that may be going up anywhere between 82 to 84. Because nationally, just so you know, competitors out there, there's $95 to $102 a lead. So again, lowest cost, highest quality mortgage protection lead, anything under $95, but at $79, it's a very low price. But as of today, as we're speaking, it's a $79 lead. But I just want to prepare you that that cost will be going higher. Go to the next page, Greg. Okay. And any orders, you could complete the lead order form and email it to Barrera, BARRERA at neatmanagement.com, or fax it to 512-328-8618. Order confirmations and processing. Confirmation email will be sent upon receipt of the order. New lead orders are charged on Mondays and Wednesdays. 19, lead distribution. This is also very important. When someone is putting a lead order in, let's say hypothetically say today, and that's the so really important part of managing your business and preparing for it. It's not where you're going to put an A lead order in today. Let's just say you have 50 leads, and in a week you're going to have the leads. No, it takes between 3.5 to 4 weeks for those leads to return. That's the processing time from when we mail it, put the order in, get the mailing out, to then when leads start returning. It doesn't mean in 3.5 to 4 weeks you're going to receive all your leads. Your leads start returning within a 3.5 to 4 week period after your payment was processed. Advantage, all leads are returned first class. So when you receive the lead, let's say hypothetically today, which is Thursday, more than likely that person filled it out either Monday or Tuesday of this week. It's usually less than 72 hours that you do receive that lead, again, because everything's done first class. You do have options of agent lead management account through Opt. Again, we'll be able to explain that. Shay, again, if you ever need us to do that, we could help you on that, and or if you could explain that option from a lead management standpoint. Do you have any questions on that, Shay?
Oops, sorry, I was on mute. No, sir, we do not.
Okay, great. Okay, regarding the lead PowerPoint, that's there. It's Neat Management's, and I'll repeat, you guys own this. This is yours. You right now, being part of the Neat Management Group, now have ownership of your own set cost lead program. So we want to really emphasize the value of that. You know, you own, you control. You control your cost, you control your flow, and you control, in our opinion, eventually your time and schedule, because you control your leads. And again, nothing outside anything vendor. It's within the Integrity family. And we'll repeat, the advantage to that is you now own this lead platform. And that to us, Shay, is probably the most important part about this presentation and or PowerPoint, is this is yours. You know, it's just a matter what the agents want to do with it. And if you'd like to, I'd like to go on to leads we could generate on a weekly basis and go one time, and then I'd like to go over overflow inventory. So let's just do that, Greg, with final expense. Let's pull up the leads per week. Shay, if you don't mind, you could give us a couple of states and counties. And before you do, we want to make sure everybody understands that when agents are ordering leads in specific states and counties, what we do is we put them on a protected territory, meaning if agents are ordering weekly, bi-weekly, and or on a one-time order, they have that specific state and county protected for them. Meaning, let's just say we could generate 100 leads a week, and right now that specific agent is ordering 30. We will never have anyone come in above, let's just say, 60 or 70 leads a week. Meaning, we will protect that territory for as long as you're ordering on a weekly and or bi-weekly or one-time order. So the advantage here is, again, we have agents, with us 6, 7, 8 years that work in the same county, all with new leads and obviously new data that's been generated over that time. So there's a major advantage of being able to lock in when you're ordering consistently on a weekly or bi-weekly basis and or on a one-time. Shay, if you could just, a random state, a random county, we'd like to go over that with you and explain to everybody on the call exactly how this works.
Sure. Let's take a look at Massachusetts, if possible.
Perfect. Right, if you could go to Massachusetts. Okay, pick a county. Let's just say for conversation, you have a county in mind?
Let's take Franklin County right there in the middle.
Perfect. Okay, as you can see, Franklin County, if you had an agent, could only support about one agent. See where it says per week? We could generate around 15 leads per week in Franklin County. If an agent hypothetically said, you know what, I just want to max out all the data. I want to get as many leads as possible. I don't want to wait each week. On a one-time order, we could generate approximately 121 leads. If you take a look at Middlesex County, let's just hypothetically say you have an agent or two. And this is, again, one of the major advantages of having access to your own lead program. Look at Middlesex County. Shay, for conversation, let's say you have 2, 3 agents, whether they live in a county or whether they live in the state of Massachusetts or whether they're going on a road trip. We could generate 933 leads. So what we mean by that is, let's say you had 3 agents, 5 agents, 8 agents, whatever it would be. They could team up, again, pool whatever the amount of leads that they wanted to do, again, for conversation. I'm just going to even it out, say 1,000 leads. $30,000 investment. Sounds like a lot of money, but not if you have 3, 4, 5 agents. And again, you're not working one state. You're working one county. One county. You could generate that 933 leads. So just for conversation, again, I just want to tell you the advantage of the law of large numbers. You're getting 933 leads. I'm going to conservatively say 28% conversion. Okay? That's 261 leads. Okay? So 261 applications. The average premium on a final expense is $770. Again, just showing you the math. I'm $770. That's $201,000 of annual premium. Hold on. On a $28,000 investment. So think about that.
Wow.
You had a group of agents investing $28,000. And yeah, for conversation, they say, oh, Brian, $28,000, that's a lot of money. Okay, let's say 100 leads. Let's say 200 leads. Whatever it would be. The most important thing is I want everyone to understand in the Neat Management company that these agents have full control of leads anywhere they want. Obviously, unless there's an area already protected and we can't generate the leads or generate as many leads. So the point is, if you look in the state of Massachusetts, again, let's just use this for conversation. You're talking about, Greg, if you could just really quickly add up the one-time orders in Massachusetts, if you don't mind.
6134.
Okay. We could generate 6,134 leads in the state of Massachusetts. You think, Shay, that could keep agents busy for at least 6 months to a year?
Absolutely.
Then they have that ability. And again, we're just talking Massachusetts. Let's go to Maryland. Baltimore, 873 leads. Prince George, 753. Baltimore City, 918. Just to make you laugh. All right, go to California, please. Los Angeles. 9,360 leads on a one-time order. And Greg, please define a one-time order so everybody fully understands how that works.
So with a one-time order, that is us mailing all available data in the given county, and we will not remail the same data for at least 90 days. So every 90 days, basically, that is the number of leads that we'll be able to produce in that county.
Any questions on that, Shay? Any other area you really would like? Again, if you can, maybe through chat, if you could have any of the attendees just for conversation, tell us where they live and work, which county, and we'd like to go over that. Pick any one of the agents on there if you can, Shay.
Can we take a look at Illinois real quick?
Sure. Take a look. Illinois, Greg? Any county in particular?
Because I'm not sure.
What is that? Crook, Illinois seems to have, or is it
Cook,
or
that's
Cook,
Chicago.
Illinois? Yeah.
Cook, Illinois.
Yeah, Chicago. Yeah.
Wow,
4,000 leads.
4,000 leads. That's probably the most important part. And I'm hoping all the attendees down here really embrace this. You now control your whole career. You control everything moving forward. Because once you control your leads, you control your prospects, you eventually going to control your schedule and income. This is the most important, in our opinion. Again, I was an agent in the field. Shay, you were an agent in the field. We've done this already. So I know that the most important thing is being able to control your leads. And the beauty of it is that you know your exact investment and you know exactly how many qualified leads that you're able to generate, whether it's on a weekly basis or it's on a one-time order. See, me, if I was I wouldn't even do weekly. I would just do one-time orders of 50, 80, 100 leads at a time. And anytime I got below 50 to 30 to 40, 50, I would just drop another 50 to 100 because I want all the leads coming in. I don't want little drips and ones and twos and threes. I want 30 leads. And the next day I want 22. I know people could say, okay, but then you don't have time to work it. Okay, let me worry about that. I'd rather have a problem having too many leads than not enough leads. Any questions on this, Shay?
No, sir. I think you covered it pretty well.
Awesome. And if we can, last but not least, Greg, could you go to the overflows? This is also extremely important, guys. Take a look at this list. Okay. Now, if everybody recalls, when you're first putting a lead order in, when you put the lead order in, it's going to take between 3.5 to 4 weeks for us to generate fresh leads. Okay, that's how it works. Now, what's happened here is that we have agents. Let's just say, for conversation, Cherokee County, Georgia. We have agents nationally ordering leads. Let's just say that agent ordered 10 leads. Okay, 50 leads. This means 60 leads came in. These leads now, due to the fact that we fulfilled the lead order, these now go into overflows. These are the same exact leads that you're purchasing at $29.95. Same exact lead, never distributed, never worked, exclusively owned, that now moves into overflow inventory. The advantage here is the overflows go from $29.95 to $27. Candidly, Shay, there's nowhere in America that you could buy a fresh, never distributed, final expense A lead that mentions life insurance on it for $27. And every single one of these leads on this inventory, right now, you could purchase them today and receive them today. So there's no 3.5 to 4 week waiting time. This is the goal. Due to the fact that you could purchase these leads at a discount and receive them the same day. You take a look if you have any agents in Minnesota, Michigan. You can scroll down, Greg, South Dakota, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Texas. So let me just be very candid with you, okay? As you know, these leads are $29.95. I can promise you, okay? And again, I'd like Greg to provide you his input. Greg, in the state of Texas, which, by the way, is probably the third worst state of all the states that we mail to, meaning response rate. We get horrific response rates in Texas. Greg, what would you say the average cost would be on a Texas lead?
Overall, it would be in the $40 to $50 range, especially in some of these, like even some of these areas like El Paso is pretty bad. So is Williamson, which is right outside of Austin, Texas. These are pretty bad response areas. So those leads, if you were to mail yourself, would probably be in like the mid 40s.
And you're able to purchase these with no waiting time for $27. Okay. So again, one of the benefits that we do have here. Regarding your group, Shay, is it mostly final expense, or do you work any med sup? Do you work any turning 65s?
Yeah, we do have some of those agents, primarily final expense, but yeah, I got guys out there riding med sub, turning 65, exactly.
Okay, then let us do this real quick. Greg, real quickly, if you could go to the leads per week for the med sup. Okay, and just, you thought final expense was attractive. Look at this. Florida, let's just pick Miami-Dade, 3,699 leads. Now remember, perfect opportunity from a med sup cross-selling into final expense. But instead of paying $29.95 for a final expense lead, if you're selling both products, we could generate a med sup lead for $23 a piece. And again, we could generate a significant amount of leads. We could probably generate, I believe, in the area of about 60,000 or 64,000 med sup leads a week. Again, all at a set cost. And the other thing we'd like to go over is the overflows. Take a look at this, Shay. We believe this is very important because these leads right now will repeat. You could purchase these immediately at a discounted price. Turning 65 are $25 per lead on an A lead when you order it. The overflows are $23. On the right column, you can see turning 65. Greg, if you could highlight it. That's turning 65. Those leads are turning 65, available for immediate distribution, discounted from $25 to $23. And then the left column is med sup. Med sup are leads that are $23. A leads when you do fresh orders. These leads, again, are never distributed. A leads, discounted from $23 to $21.50. So if you could scroll down, Greg, just taking a look at it, you probably have about 400 something leads in that category. Look at Oklahoma, if you have anybody there. Oklahoma, 59 leads. Halifax, 10. And one more list we want to show you. It's called an A-minus list. First off, Shay, do you have any questions on anything we've already reviewed?
No, sir, it's been dynamite so far.
I appreciate that. Now, here's what we want to do is take a look at this. And this, to us, candidly, is the best value lead in the industry. And we'll explain. You take a look at these leads. Let's go to Middlesex. I know you mentioned Massachusetts before. Let's go to Middlesex, Massachusetts. Okay? Now, watch this, Shay. You take a look at this list. We have about 1,900 leads. What these leads are, as you know, when agents put in fresh lead orders and they're fulfilled, any leads that come in over and above, some agents buy, some agents do not buy. So the leads that come in over and above that are never distributed A leads are then moved into overflows, which we just showed you, at a discounted, let's say for more final expense, $29.95 to $27. Let's say med sup, $23 to $21.50. The previous slides that we just went over. Now these leads are called A-minus leads. We'll repeat, never distributed, never sold, but they're over 60 days in inventory. So it's an overflow lead, 60 days or older, $10 per lead. And you're getting the major discount because of the age of the lead, not the quality. So think about this. Right now, an agent, let's say you had an agent or two or three that were working med sup in Middlesex County, to purchase 313 leads at $10 a lead. That's $3,130. Again, just for conversation. How many med sup apps would you have to write to break even? 3? 4? So you can see there's a really good ROI on overflow leads, A leads, number one, on overflow leads, and then overflow A-minus leads. I'll repeat, overflow A-minus leads are never distributed leads that are simply aged 60 days or more. And if you can scroll down, Greg, just to show a couple of states and counties, you could see that. So right now, you're talking about, I don't know, let's say 1,900 leads there. 1,900, 20, let's just say, conservatively, 28% conversion. Right now, just in this list, you're looking at about 550 applications. Any questions, Shay?
No, sir. That's a great price on these leads, though.
Most important thing, and this is going to be the takeaway if there's no other questions, and I want to emphasize this 100 times. This is your lead program. Every agent with Neat Management right now owns their own lead program. Owns it. The only thing Greg and I do is facilitate the orders. You own it. Take a look at the leads we could generate. Take a look at the leads you could buy. That's you're controlling that, not us. You're controlling that. So you have total control of every lead, the cost of it, and more importantly, the quantity. You don't have to worry about anything else outside of the Integrity family, as like other lead vendors, as I stated before. When you're working with other lead vendors, they're generating leads for your competition. We're not. These leads are only sold and processed for Integrity agents, and more importantly, Neat Management agents, so forth and so on. So with that said, if you have any other questions, we're available. If not, we enjoyed the call. If you guys, for any reason, feel you need another call or want another call, Greg and I are always available. And just remember, we're only an email or a phone call away if you feel we could assist on any questions that you do have.
That was fantastic, Brian. Thank you so much for conducting the webinar. You too, Greg. If anyone online right now has any questions about this lead program, feel free to email or call Mike Ibarra or I. Of course, we can always be reached at 800-451-9143. Otherwise, we hope you all have a great rest of your week, and thank you.